Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Offense in a bunch formation. First play of the drive, wants to throw. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And the defense comes out on the very first play of the game on the road, and they bring the energy, and they get the sack. They came into this one on fire, ready to go, and that is a statement early.
Gives it on the option. Oh, what a move. Still making moves. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big game for the offense.
They'll ride the hot hand. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
Man, you gotta love the offense coming out with a plan. They're gonna feed their running back. Great job featuring him. Great job setting the physical tone. And they punched this defense right in the mouth and already got them back on their heels.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. He makes the catch close to the sticks, but he'll be a little short of the first down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Caught over the middle. It's Overton. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. On the move, he fires. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And I know it wasn't successful there, but you can go back to last week. Like, they're going to throw this man the football. They find creative ways to get him the ball. Really good coaches get their playmakers the ball in space, and that's what I like about this offense. I bet they come back to him and find a way to throw him the football some more.
The 7th play of this opening drive will be a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on 3rd down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready, had a really good coverage call to get the INT.
They start the afternoon with a run, and it goes nowhere.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
And that's why he is an all-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. After the miss on 3rd down, the punt team is on the field. At midfield, trying to turn it upfield. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. The return man takes it to the end zone himself, and now he'll give his team the lead.
And your defense made a big stop. You think you're getting the offense, the football back, but how about special teams coming through in a big way to take the lead for you, get some excitement, get some juice back on your side.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So his big play capability was on full display in that one as he took that punt back for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Leaves it with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And the defense coming through with the first sack of the day. And I'll tell you what, this defense, they get so many negative plays, and they play so fast. Sometimes you think when you watch them on tape, they got 12 guys. Last week they pitched a shutout. This week playing a great ball again.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
From midfield, looking for room. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone.
Turning it on! Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Looking to the big tight end. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Off play action. Under fire. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. They bring the punter onto the field now. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking left. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Gets open down the middle. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Gun, the inside give. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. Gives it on the option. Running to Green. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Back to pass. Using his feet to buy time. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the middle. Finds his man. It's Diggs. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
He'll pull it down. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
All right, defensive ends, you've got to do a better job not getting too far up the field on these pass rush situations. You've got to be able to retrace. You can get to the level of the quarterback, then you've got to slow yourself down under control. It's making it way too easy on this QB to know, hey, when these guys get upfield too much and there's a lane, I'm taking off. It's just too easy for me with my speed.
And, man, you got to like the swarm of this defense. You've got to get in the backfield, make some penetration, and realize the first guy's not going to always get that big sucker on the ground. Like, he's a big, strong dude. He's breaking tackles, but still swarming to the football, and this defense still gets a tackle for a loss.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. They could make this a 2-possession game with a field goal, but they want to put a little distance, a little cushion to their lead. They'll go for it on 4th down. He's looking to throw. Looking for the goal line. And into the end zone for a touchdown. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point makes it 14-0. That drive covered 55 yards for the score. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. Wants to throw on first down. The throw. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Quickly to the tight end. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Man, this defense has been so impressive to watch. Look at them. Get to the quarterback, get the sack. They play so fast. It's like they have 12 men on the field. Another good performance going down right now. Coming off of last week, putting a goose egg on the board against their last opponent.
Got it behind the line. It's Clark. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And here comes the punt team. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Gonna run it. It's Diggs. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for it.
They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. Here's the pressure. He'll pull it down and run. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the right. Got him downfield. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
He'll try the left side. Find some fresh air. Steps into the end zone for a touchdown. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all 3 facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half for the home team.
And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Starts the drive trying to go up top. Fires to the big fella. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming. And you've already sent your punter out 4 times. At least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. Grabbed in the middle, it's Kane. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Looking to throw on 1st down. Bringing the heat. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Couldn't quite make the connection, now staring at a 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And after that last sack, man, you could just see it. They are feeling themselves. After pitching a shutout last week, after dominating early in this game, it just seems like they're playing with a different aggression and a different level of intensity than what their opponent is. They have been so dominant.
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. He'll start this drive firing. He rifles one deep to the left. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Takes the handoff. It's Clark. Shut down in the backfield again, and that might do it here in the half. And what a way for this defense to wind up the quarter. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, by the looks of things, we've had one enjoyable first half in Huntsville. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's send it back to our team at Elliott T. Bowers Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. We're just about ready to start the second half. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in this.
Nowhere to go. The ball's loose. And the defense got it. They knocked him down after the takeaway, and a big play for this defense. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This offense has it with really good field position. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. He's got it on the move. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Rides the back and leaves it. He bullies his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And the extra point makes it 28-0. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Catch in the middle, it's Lions. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Going to swing it on second down. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. The sure hands, it's Kane. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the tailback. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Well, this this offense keeps giving up sacks, and they keep finding themselves in situations like this, 3rd and long right now. They don't have many points in this game, and this is a big reason why. It's hard to score if you don't keep the 3rd downs manageable. So moving forward, whether it's running the football on 1st and 2nd or throwing short passes earlier in the drives, they've got to change things up because taking sacks like this is killing this offense.
They go to the counter. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
They punt it away on 4th down. Catches it at the 30. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. And the offense takes the field ready to go back to work. The give to the back. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. A lot of urgency for this offense.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed. He's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Big one in the Big 12, and take a look at how things are playing out here. West Virginia is running away with things, and it's thanks in large part to an offense that's been firing on all cylinders. They're up by 20 over UCF. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this Big 12 Clash of the Titans, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Fires one high and deep. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Makes the catch. It's Lions. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Well, he might as well have dropped it because he didn't get enough for the 1st down, and the punting unit is on the field. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. They'll run it from the gun. Oh, better look out! A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. 8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Looking for space. It's Diggs. Stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. From the gun, wants to pass. And they're not on the same page there.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
Unloads to the wideout. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Here comes the heat.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You can see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
To the air on second down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
The defense has been so dominant up front. You've seen it in these passing situations. That now the 7th sack of the game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Quickly out to the tight end. He's brought down at the 44-yard line, and the defense making a play on third down. Sound strategy here to try to punt it away from that return guy. Fair catch will be made just inside his own 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9. First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. On the ground, it's Diggs. Strong run on a pickup of 5 out to the 15.
A lot of times it's hard to see those linebackers coming down late and blitzing through a gap. The offense did a really nice job getting a hat on a hat, blocking.
Makes the grab down the middle. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. So first down, we'll open up the final period. The give on the option. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Skips away from pressure. He's going to run it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. In the dead center of the field as they try to convert this 3rd and short. They'll run play action. Looking for space to the left. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving. Now on first down from the 40.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Looking to fire. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Jumped on top of the pile. A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Looking to throw for it. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. Breaks into the open. And they're in for a touchdown. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long, or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be dragged down. And we'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Fires to the tight end. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
Well, this offense has not put their best product on the field today. They've got no points to show for any of their efforts so far, but they've still got a chance. But if it's going to happen, it has to happen now in this 2-minute situation. This is where their playmakers need to step up.
Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
They'll move the wide receiver. Little touch pass to the receiver. Oh, he's got some space. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is most dangerous.
Pass to Sticks and still on his feet. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Offense trying to keep them off balance on 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all right up to the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. And this one will be a 40-yard try from the left hash. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it.
And you just sort of wonder if that's some kind of moral victory from the head coach. We are not going to get shut out in front of all of these eyeballs. We're just going to put 3 points up on the board. As a player, I used to absolutely hate that if I was on the losing team, because you're just trying to save face. I want to go down and try and score a touchdown. I know that the chances aren't great, but let me go out there and compete.
They'll go back to work on offense. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Showing the arm strength down the left side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
He's not afraid to go deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And the defense gets the big 3rd down stop, creates some momentum. Hey, I don't know if they're going to go for it on 4th down, but the defense is continuing to fight, continuing to hustle, continue to fly around. Like, these are positive signs from a group that you know needs to continue to grow, needs to continue to build, needs to continue to get better.
A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. They'll start this drive with a pass. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things.
A shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. And, guys, they really need to take advantage of this field position on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Another incompletion on 3rd down. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And for the 2nd time in this game, he'll try to knock through a field goal, this one a 41-yarder. And it's no good. I guess the idea was to chip away at a big lead. Consider the lead not chipped away yet.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink when you knock it off the crossbar. Those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed opportunity.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. He turns it loose to the left. He's got it on the outside. There he goes. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Tough to beat action, gentlemen. You know that. Let's take a look at the highlights. UMass needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with that crowd there in Amherst behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to UConn. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this meeting in the MAC.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves.
And the ball comes out. And looks as if the offense was able to get back on top of the football. And yes, it could have been worse, but as it is, it's a safety.
And that kind of sums up the day for this offense. I mean, nothing has really gone your way. Now you give up the safety. Tell you what, this team's got a lot of work to do over this next week to improve. This was a bad day.
Look out, he's got room.
Returner is tackled down at the 34, and the offense will take over.
This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Delivers the stiff arm. Just keeps moving. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force-feed you the football to try and ice this game. He's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
Looking downfield on 1st down. He'll take a deep shot here. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Defense will use a timeout. 22 seconds remaining in the game. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. They come up with their second safety of the game. You don't see that very often.
And that's the exclamation point right there. It's been a bad day, man. This offense, they're going to have to find some answers over the next couple of weeks, especially the next week in practice, of who they are, what their identity is, because all they've done today is struggle around and now give up points.
They'll get set for the free kick after the safety. Got room to work.
Returner is tackled down at the 34, and the offense will take over.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. From the gun, the give, looking for room. Powers through the defender. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. They go to the ground. That will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. 7 is the lucky and skilled number for this squad as they've made it to this point in the season, and they are still perfect.
Still perfect, and they're cooking. You can tell they got some momentum. You know, 7 weeks, obviously, it's not the whole season. You got bigger fish to fry down the road. Great start, but you can tell this team's for real, for real.
No doubt, and they deserve for us all to be talking about them right now because they look as advertised. This is a team with tremendous talent. They've taken care of business up to this point, but now because they're undefeated at this point of the year, every game from this point out gets bigger and bigger and more important.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.